Everyone wants to go with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, let the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Trying to see here. Seems like I'm having technical difficulties here. Just making sure. Okay. I guess YouTube, I think, can everyone see me? I think I could see myself on here. Just hold on. Technical difficulties. I think we're good. I think we're good now. Okay. If you're joining us this morning, say what up. We have the S&P's down 12, Dow's up 133, NASDAQ down 163. What's going on, James, Manchild, Suncrave, Jose, Red Dust? What is going on this morning? How we doing? It's a gloomy day in the shy. No sun. All right. So we're gonna get things going. Last night, obviously, things kind of had a little bit of a ride last night. SPY mostly range bound, pinging between 355 and 352.50, just kind of pinging back and forth here. SPY is currently 353. Yo, Jack, what's up? So, on SPY yesterday we had this big rejection candle. So the question is, are we going to be rising above to all-time highs today or not? That is the question. Volatility seems to be pretty high still. VIX, popped way up at the end of the day, is still up right now. I mean, this thing went from 22 all the way up to 25. This would have been I was actually thinking about putting a debit call spread on VXX yesterday down in like the 1850 area, and I did not. And I instantly regretted it. I was like, Samir, what's going on? Ariana, how you doing? What's going on this morning? You guys doing well? You guys staying safe in the stock market? I made a small $35 just on the S&P futures overnight. Nothing special. Just kind of staying low and slow. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where we're going. Yo, GQ, what's going on? Yeah, we got RKT today. RKT earnings. Beyond had earnings yesterday, and it got obliterated. I mean, yesterday before earnings was a wild ride. I mean, the biggest news that came out yesterday outside of earnings, Beyond, they said that, McDonald's came out and said they're coming out with the McPlant, which sounds not very appetizing. So McDonald's came out saying said they're going to come out with the McPlant, and shares immediately tanked from 165 down to 140. People thought they were out of the woods, and then they squeezed shorts to the upside when Beyond said that it co-created a plant-based burger. It actually co-created the McPlant with McDonald's. So they teamed up with Beyond to test the Beyond Meat. Then the McPlant is crafted exclusively for McDonald's by McDonald's. Beyond Meat and McDonald's co-created the plant-based patty, which will be available as part of their McPlant platform. So that was definitely a tough trade yesterday. And then, it cratered where currently it fell all the way down to 105 area, 106. It's currently at 117 right now, due to weakening demand for Beyond Meat during the coronavirus, because there's no restaurants and stuff like that. So Thanks, Nick. Your advice is working on Tesla cover calls, selling 30 to 40 days out and collecting good premium. One question though: do you wait for a pop to sell cover calls to collect more premium? It's based on preference. Samir, glad it's working out for you, man. Yo, Johnny, what's going on? You know what, Johnny? I didn't really trade yesterday. I've been focusing on finishing up this training. As you see here, I'm trying to wrap it up. So I've been really trading low and slow. I've only been scalping some futures here and there. Nothing crazy. Yo, Sarah, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. Red Dust made 1100 yesterday, but messed up trying to buy into a breakout on Uber because Lyft kept going up. Uber faded. Messed up with Apple, so beat down and wanted a small rise. Crashed end of day. Yeah. Just step away. Just step away. You made 1100. You win. You won. Step away. It has to be fun seeing how long until the market reacts when you do a press release as a company. Yeah. So Beyond Meat, they're not doing well. Not doing well. However, I think for meatless, I think the future is bright. I just think obviously they're going to be coming up on some volatility. I mean, this was a wide swinging candle yesterday, just from 170 to 140 and back up again. I mean, there were a lot of stocks that saw some pretty wide swings. Tesla being another one of them. But that 450 wall is real on Tesla. I mean, we're still a very tight range, thankfully. It hasn't had a major breakout. Samir's able to capture some calls here, and they're just getting decimated here. And that was, Tesla, I was extremely surprised because they're like, okay, anytime it's going to pop, and it kept fading. Same with Apple. Same exact chart, gapped up, and then just faded all day. I mean, just some horrendous price action right now happening in tech. NVIDIA attempted, earlier they came down from 583 down to 560, back up, and then that faded all day. So, right now you want to use extreme caution in the market because there's no way to know which direction it's going to go right now. Some things are rotating out of tech. There was some good news about the vaccine. However, the vaccine still is a very long way off. So how is the market going to react in this interim period? Are we going to be pricing the market as coronavirus is going away, or are we going to be pricing the market where this was just like a one-day pump and dump and we're back onto business as usual and Corona's running rampant and whatever? You know what I mean? You think Johnny Jim's work? Yeah, work. All these like Corona safe stocks now. However, work I don't really like that much. During this period, it's just kind of been range bound, and it's pretty ugly. It's at the bottom of the range. So if you want to kind of try some stuff down here, maybe sell some credit put spreads, you definitely can. NIO, you think NIO is going to blow off 50? Probably. If it held on pretty nice yesterday. It just was pretty stable. Dips are getting bought, but I definitely think that NIO is probably going to maybe push up a little bit more or kind of consolidate here. It doesn't seem like it wants to go much lower. Like, it doesn't seem. It's been kind of consolidating in like the 41, 43 range right now. Yeah, Jose. Yo, what's going on, Daniel Ring? Thoughts on Zoom? Yeah, I was looking at the banks yesterday. So Zoom obviously it's pretty the chart's pretty broken right now. If it doesn't bounce here, we're gonna probably see the 350, 380 level. Now, banks like JP Morgan, Bank of America, I was looking at yesterday. Now, They ran up to 118. They're still running. I'm watching JP Morgan right now to kind of see if I can put a trade on this, if it's going to pop. I think that might come down to like the 112 area is kind of my target right now. I think it's going to come sub 115, but we'll see. It's still running. I mean, right now, pre-market, it is up. I mean, we do have the Dow. The Dow's green. Definitely the S&Ps are flat right now. Banks are doing well. Bank of America, same exact setup. Bank of America, however, I mean, it doesn't have rejection period to like the 28 area, but in this area, I would be very mindful on where we're at right now. SPY could form a nice bear flag if we get a bounce today. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like SPY does want to bounce, but then it seems like it doesn't. Like it's just whatever. I mean, obviously there's not really any volume happening right now. We're just kind of chilling. So today is going to be defining for what happens for the next couple of weeks, I think, because we had this major run yesterday. It gave it all back. If it fails again today, I think bears are going to get pretty cocky. I think they're going to say, "Oh yeah, you can't even keep your your run here." But like Roku, Netflix, those types of stocks. I mean, I think that let's see, Netflix. I mean, Netflix, I might try a little something down here. I think it will hold, but I mean, I obviously could be wrong. So I think I might try something down here on Netflix. Maybe try a little credit put spread action on Netflix down in here. Not get too aggressive, but we'll see. Yeah, and precious metals are trying to recover. I say we sell off a bit. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I think it's very tough right now to kind of price where the market is headed with vaccine news, with the presidency, with right now we have the Fed that is keeping interest rates in check. So we'll see what happens. RKT does have earnings today, which I think is going to be pretty interesting. RKT, anybody going to be trading this? Implied volatility for the weeklies at 160%, plus or minus almost $3, $2.90. So it's expecting over a 10%, almost a 15% move on this. Kind of seeing where things are at. I mean, this has IPO'd around $15, $17 area. It made a major run to 34 and has been doing nothing but fading. So I mean, it might look good to try a little bit long here, maybe long some credit put spreads. Yo, Justin, what's going on? It's a mad world right now. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy, and this is the thing. Like, you have to be able to balance risk in this, because if you put up too much risk, you expose yourself to a lot of losses. However, if you don't put up enough risk, you're not going to make any money. So right now you gotta kind of find the balance of what works for you, But I think like Apple. I mean, Apple, for instance, this doesn't look good. I think it could definitely come back down to 110, the 112 area for sure. Right now it's at 115. I definitely think it could come back in this. But, if Apple trades in a 110 to 120 range, I don't think that's going to be, too horrible. You know what I mean? Like, I think they'll be fine. It's kind of set up kind of like Tesla. Tesla is, same thing. It's just pinging back and forth, pinging back and forth, pinging back and forth. So I think for Tesla to break out at these levels, it's really going to need a catalyst. And right now it doesn't have one. And yesterday I think it was disappointing for a lot of bulls, because I think they thought they were going to get the breakout, and then they were just met with all the sellers. Everyone was just selling all day long, just straight up selling, which popped it back into range. So you can kind of see in this area, it seems like there's a lot of trap buyers from when the stock split happened. And a lot of people got in before the stock split, which is about this level right here, like 450, 460. And there's a lot of people that are like, you know what, Tesla's too crazy for me. I just want to break even. I just want to get out. So that's what they're doing. They're just exiting. So once those people kind of get exhausted, I feel like Tesla will start to move up. It's going to, all those people are going to be pissed. It's like, oh man, as soon as I sell my Tesla stock, it moves up. But that's most likely what's going to happen. XLF helps the SPY together yesterday. Could have been real ugly. Yeah. Financials. Financials really what held it up here. However, up in here is very dangerous. Very dangerous. As you can see, we've been here before. So we gotta see if it's gonna push through or fade. Otherwise, we can sell some spreads up in here. We can sell some spreads on XLF up in here. It looks pretty clean. So I think there's some good opportunities. Just gotta be careful. Lyft and Datadog have earnings today. Just so you know, so RKT, Lyft, and Datadog. So Lyft had a massive run yesterday. What did Uber do for earnings? Uber ripped on earnings. So Lyft could probably do fairly well. The question is what's priced in and what's not priced in on Lyft right now. Red Dust. I have options. I always have options expiring 4 to 8 weeks out. There's 2 to 3 expiring this week. How do you deal closing expiring options if they are red? I can't step away because I have to recoup the expiring ones. If they're expiring this week, you should have cut them a while ago. I think you just held on too long. Childress, what's going on? I did a call on Beyond Meats yesterday. I grabbed my gun afterwards. Oh my gosh. I think Beyond long term is going to be okay, but yeah, it's going to go through some things. The one thing with Beyond chart is it took a while for it to break out of this range. It was stuck in this range of like 130 to 140 for a while. It popped up to 160 shortly, but it was in this range right in here for a while. And then when it finally broke out, it ripped. But now we're back down into, we're actually below the range. So right now we're opening down here. I do think that it's probably going to recover between 120 and 140 area. And I think that we're going to consolidate back in here again. I think the stock got a little bit ahead of itself. And then, as you can see, sold off abruptly. And now we're met with even more sellers. So, to be honest with you, Beyond is a wild stock, so it's tough. It's tough. Puts are going to be pretty rich today on that. Why? What's happening? What's going on? If you guys can do me a favor, hit the like button. Qs. So Qs right now 285. We have a triple top here. It's just ugly. I think that we could come down to 275, 270 level, like lower 270s. Rob, what's up? Beyond equals future. No, LK. Ariana, I don't think Beyond is going to be a future LK. You know what, Wide? I think I might trade RKT. Datadog. So Datadog last time did me pretty dirty on this drop, and I think, maybe I could sell some calls. Maybe I should sell some calls on Datadog. Maybe I should go long RKT and short Datadog. What do you guys think? Long RKT, short Datadog. What do you guys think? I'm going to go down to McDonald's and shove a McPlant in my face. I don't know. I get kind of queasy about, McDonald's doesn't, not real meat anyways. They have a lot of fillers. So, I can't imagine the McPlant. I guess if you're a vegetarian, I don't know. The sodium is going to be extremely high. The grease is probably going to be extremely high. Oh, NKL. That reminds me. NKLA. NKLA had earnings today or last night. NKLA currently flat. It looks like whatever bad is going to happen to NKLA or Nikola, it already has happened because we're chilling at the bottom of the range here. It didn't go down more. They reported a net loss of 117 million. They got a downgrade from JP Morgan. However, they were cut from $41 to $40 per share, so still extremely high. You got the ex-founder, he's the founder, ex-CEO Trevor being subpoenaed by the DOJ. However, they're still in talks to partner with GM, and they're going to have a trial production plan for Q2 2021. I don't know what that means, but they're probably not. They're probably going to miss the deadline. Yo, J-Cam, what's happening? You playing the Apple run-up? I'm not. Any food from McDonald's is suspect, even salad. Yeah. Yeah, I think long RKT. The biggest question I have about RKT though for earnings is, are they going to be? I mean, obviously, I think they're going to be seeing weaker demand throughout the winter for housing. You know, that's my main concern. But I think being at the bottom of the range here, I think we could just kind of try it out a little bit. We have implied volatility at 160%. I might just sell a credit put spread and call it a day. You know. Thoughts on the FSLY dip? Oh man, people got wrecked on that. Wrecked. I mean, I don't really like it. I think it could easily head back to 60. We have to break the 74, 75 range here to push back up towards the 80. So I don't like it. It looks like, for me, it looks pretty weak. You know, seems like you see any pop, it gets faded. But I mean, it could run. That was a good run yesterday from a double bottom here. This is a nice double bottom trade here in the 5-minute double bottom, and then ran up from 66 up to 70, just really pushed up. However, I mean, it had the market helping it out a lot. I mean, I just don't like how this is looking right now. You know. Eventually, the more times those pops get sold off, people are going to be, you know, wanting to offload that stock, you know. Is it better option credit spread when IV is high? Tom, yes. At least for me. I mean, you get too much of a premium crush. Going to see some interesting WB highlights soon. That guy who invests is selling the 2.5 put this week. I think we all got the same idea, so I don't know if that's good or bad. And all right, what stocks you guys? We're open in 7 minutes. What stocks do you guys want to look at? Let's say what's Goldman Sachs doing? Man, Goldman Sachs pumped up. But Goldman Sachs pretty clean here for the range. Could easily come back down. PayPal and Square. That was pretty surprised. I was really surprised yesterday for PayPal and Square just getting demolished yesterday. Demolished. Now for PayPal, you know, it could catch a bounce here. We're in bounce territory, but you want to be very careful. Could drop another $10, 170. There's better support at 170. However, we have bounced a couple times around 175, but that is still a 9 to 10 point drop from where we are right now. So right now, like for PayPal and for Square, I'm kind of waiting and seeing. I mean, Square had great earnings, and they just sold those off. However, like Visa yesterday, Visa was off the chart. hit an all-time high, 217. I mean, yeah, it kind of faded and didn't do that well, but it held for the most part. I mean, it held this major gap up. I mean, this gapped up Visa from 210 up to here to 217. So I think I might have to start trading Visa again. Thoughts on UVXY for today? Yeah, I mean, UVXY, VXX, I was looking to scale in a little bit long. Now, UVXY, you want to be a little bit careful down in here, sub 14, a little dangerous, but I do think that we could get a ramp up to 16 or 17 on UVXY. If the selling continues. Now, if we open up and we just sit here, then I don't really think, it's going to be a play. Think DKNG was a bear flag on the daily. Take a look. Yeah, DKNG definitely worrisome. I think that it's just gravitating back to between 35 and 40 again. Red Dust, I do not. I mainly just stick to what I'm good at. I mainly just stick. I don't typically pay attention to penny stocks. I mean, like in the stock market, you can only pay attention to so much. You can only pay attention, and you got to focus on certain areas and kind of become an expert in that area. Get good. Roku on the other hand, came back all the way back down to 220. I wonder if it's bouncing right now. If 220 breaks, it's going to be in big trouble. I mean, it had some nice consolidation here for a while, but if 220 breaks, it's going to be in big trouble on Roku. But I mean, there's a lot of plays that are possible. There are a lot of plays. Disney yesterday, I mean, we had some major movement. It came back up to pre-pandemic levels. I mean, this is crazy. Like before the pandemic, it was between like 135 and 150, kind of pinging back and forth. And now we're at 142, but it's kind of selling off after hours here. I mean, I think Disney's definitely not out of the woods, but I mean, the algos. I mean, what do you guys think about the algos yesterday? You think they just like how do you guys think the algos read the news yesterday? Because the algos acted like, the world was cured, and then they didn't. What do you guys think? Yeah, Disney's very tough right now. I mean, it's very choppy. Very choppy. Or do you guys think it was just like a major short squeeze set up for them to drop it again? Yo, Jeff, what's happening? Yeah, they read everyone goes back to normal life. It's like, did they short squeeze people just to drop it again? I go just building up their position for the next 8 months. Yeah, I was not expecting. I mean, we've had vaccine news before. I honestly wasn't expecting that type of movement. Vaccine movement, I thought we would get a bump, but that was huge. CCL has an offering. Yeah, they need to raise funds, man. They're in trouble. They're gonna raise funds on these pops here. That's Delta. I mean, it looks like these stocks are just getting the ultimate fade. Boeing is up this morning on 737 Max potential clearance. So Boeing is up on that. So just be mindful. I might try to look for a short. If it can crack 180, might try to look for a short up on Boeing. Algos took profits into retail FOMO buying. Yeah, everyone. I don't know. It's so crazy how investing and trading can trigger those kind of emotions. People are like, oh, I don't want to buy Disney. I don't want to buy Disney down at 100 or 110. And then as soon as the market skyrockets a bazillion points, people are like, oh, I'll buy it now at pre-pandemic levels. Sounds good. I'll buy Disney at pre-pandemic levels. And nothing changed about the company except for what the market is doing at that given point in time. This is crazy. I said, Johnny, maybe. If we can go sub 180, I'm gonna look to lock in a short on Boeing. All right, market just opened up. S&P down 5. Dow is down. Dow is up 158. Nasdaq down 125. Just kind of, I feel like we're gonna have these kind of slow opens where the market's just trying to figure out how to digest this and see where the buyers or sellers are at. I mean, last night Nasdaq traded in a wide range. I mean, it came from like 900 down to 550. I mean, 400 point sell off there. That was crazy. Nasdaq had a 400 point sell off. All right, SPY's kind of just chilling right now. We got Apple moving up a little bit. Tesla is, we'll see. I mean, I think the best way for me to trade this is just going very slow and waiting for obvious setups. And right now, I don't see an obvious setup. You got to kind of wait for a little bit of price action. Need some contracts traded, kind of see if anything. I'm going to be looking at maybe RKT and Datadog, maybe play those two together for after hours. But yeah, it's going. We're going. I was expecting a little bit of movement, but it looks like the platform's working. Like yesterday was insane. Like the platforms weren't working. All right, Netflix is coming down. So if Netflix comes down to the lower if it comes down to lower 460s, I might look to go a little bit long on Netflix. I wouldn't mind trying here though. Netflix long around this area seems pretty good to me. We'll see. Right now, Nasdaq's trying to push up a little bit. S&Ps are trying to push up. Yeah, I mean, I like Netflix. I like Netflix right now. We'll see if we can go a little bit lower. Oh, what in the world is happening when we have GE breaking out like this? Like what world do we live in right now? Ooh, banks, JP Morgan. See if we can catch a short on JP Morgan would be ideal. Freaking GE, JCAM. What's going on? All right, I would like to short JP Morgan. Know what I mean? Maybe I'll short the 116s for next week. Maybe short the 116s. Might be good. Cannabis. Yeah, ACB. I mean, cannabis, ACB selling off, CGC selling off, MJ. But yeah, JP Morgan. I mean, it might be a good short for next week expiration. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I think JP Morgan could be a good short. Yo, Apple's skyrocketing. Yeah, kind of an interesting morning here. I'll keep. We have Apple ripping, financials coming down. I mean, yeah, I think J.P. Morgan could be the play for next week. And they just sliced right through that. All right, let's see. I'm trying to see if we can do a little trade on JP Morgan here. All right, about the 115 puts. About the 115 puts for next week expiration on JP Morgan. So we'll see what happens. Nick, do you think there will be a crash or some sort of pullback in January? I don't know. I guess it depends on what sentiment is, you know? Yeah, Zoom got smashed. Zoom. Yeah, Zoom got smashed. Alibaba. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Alibaba got decimated. Yeah, they're Tesla's dropping. Tesla dropped 8 points. It's not going well right now. Peloton sold off. Peloton inked a deal with Beyonce, and it couldn't even hold up. I mean, we kind of know what's going to happen with. We know what's happened with Peloton. All right, JP Morgan is bouncing up a little bit right now. Goldman Sachs, but we'll see. We'll see how the short plays out. We'll see how the short plays out. Yeah, what happened to Alibaba? Alibaba, what's the news? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna have to look into that. But I mean, down in here, if we look back a couple days ago, I mean, we're getting down into the bounce territory. Well, actually broke through. Yeah, this is definitely rocky. It's down 22 points. Alibaba, man, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't see any news about it right now because that just fell all the way off. That's a big liquidation for Alibaba. How are you feeling about ACB? I'm thinking hold given the climate. I mean, I think if you're holding long term, I think it'll be okay. However, like when you're looking at weed stocks, you want to pick one of the stronger companies because you don't want it to go out of business. You know, I prefer CGC over ACB, but that's just me. And I think weed stocks. I think weed stocks are definitely going to be in play. But you have to give it time. And that's not good. Tesla's at 409. Alibaba dropped hard. Square dropped another $4. Yo, Chewy, what's happening, man? Facebook is down another 8 points. That is crazy. They are killing Facebook. I mean, they dropped that from 296 down to sub 270 now. It's sitting on the 50-day moving average. Wow. That's bad. Yeah, that is bad. Why are they killing Facebook? You know, why are they killing Facebook? Is it because you think Biden's going to go in on Facebook? Is that it? Is that the political play? Yeah. Antitrust laws, perhaps. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out why Facebook is dropping this much. I mean, I think social media is probably going to be taking a hit over the next couple quarters because they're not going to be getting the political ad spend. You know what I mean? All right, things are dropping pretty good right now. S&P's down 22, Dow's only up 144 right now. Nasdaq down 181. I mean, they're just dropping this. What's our boy JP Morgan? I did buy the 115 puts. Not looking great. Little choppy in there. I bought the 115 puts for next week. Yeah, I mean, I think things are going to get dicey here. Yo, Robert, thanks for the sub. Nvidia's down 20. Nvidia is getting smoked. There's a mass tech liquidation right now. Amazon down another 78 points. It's going sub 3K potentially again. Oh man. Going sub 3K. But I mean, it's still in a good range. I mean, it's trading from 3,000, 3,400, still in a very good range. We're getting silly where Nvidia's at. I mean, Nvidia is just getting pounded. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's had a really amazing year. So even this pullback's not going to do anything for the long-term chart, you know what I mean? But I mean, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And tech is just getting smoked. We got Peloton sub 100 again. So Peloton is sub 100. Zoom at 389. Apple's holding though. I mean, barely. It might fade here. Might fade. Yeah, so RKT. If RKT can come lower, might try to put a trade on. If it can come to 20. If we could drop a buck on that, that would be nice. That would be nice. See, max time. Let's look at NIO. Yeah, NIO is getting smoked right now. Just getting hammered. Yeah, NIO is getting hurt bad. Yeah, I mean, like, stocks look pretty aggressive, but like if you look at the indexes, they're not really moving that much. You know, we got stocks like IBM that's up. You got Alta up 9%, 10%. Alta is having crazy moves on this Corona news. It's just crazy. Alta 10%. Whew. Baba's going down. Baba, we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out. I don't see any news on Alibaba anywhere right now. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll look on Twitter, I guess. Twitter probably has the most updated. What's up with Alibaba? Let's try to find. I don't see anything on Alibaba. That's bad. Nothing bad. Oh, Alta's partnering with Target? Man. I feel like we could potentially get a flush on the market today. It just kind of feels that way. What do you guys think? You guys kind of feeling that way as well? I feel like we could honestly get a flush on the market right now. It just feels very, very flushy. Yo, you got Boeing up though. Boeing's up. 186. Like, straight down, quickly. It's not a crash, but a quick flush, where it just it kind of triggers a lot of stops, straight down. I mean, if you weren't trading it earlier this year, then I get that you don't know what a flush is. VXX still red though. Yeah, I see that. But I mean, it's trying to get some legs though. Like those, not like the bidets. Like when you go to like a hotel and they have like the power flush and you push it and it's like a major suction that's straight down. Yeah, VXX, it's holding. I mean, it's down 2% on the day, but it doesn't look bad. VIX climbing back above 25. You know, the toilets that are so powerful they start splashing up on you if you leave the seat open. You know. Like that is like, no. Oh man, Domino's might be a play to go a little bit long here soon. We'll kind of see. I mean, it had a major drop yesterday. I mean, this was horrendous for it. All right, Apple looks like it's coming down. Looks like the market could be in a little bit of trouble here. Let's see. JP Morgan. Let's go down. Let's go down. Yes. Home Depot. Did anybody have Home Depot calls yesterday or anything like that? Because Home Depot got the axe hard. I mean, just annihilated. I mean, just straight down. That's the biggest I've seen Home Depot move in a long time. All right, kind of go over my positions right now. Right now, made a little bit of money on futures contracts earlier today, and then JP Morgan. I do have these. I did buy two puts. Sorry, for next week expiration. So right now we're down about 4% on those right now. So we're gonna kind of see how it goes. You know, just kind of go low and slow. We'll test it out. If JP Morgan doesn't work out, it is what it is. But I think financials could sell off a little bit here. Looking to play NVIDIA 4-hour oversold bounce if it gets there. Yeah, NVIDIA is looking good, but the rate that it's moving is extremely fast. I mean, yesterday, the biggest thing about yesterday, if you look at yesterday's chart, I mean, this flush from 582 down to 557, 558, and then it reversed only for it to fade all day. You know? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it is in oversold territory, but it also was yesterday and never came back up. At least on the 5-minute. It's not oversold on the yearly or the daily. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pop off here, get myself another cup of coffee. Currently in JP Morgan. Try to see where we're going, but things are looking a little dicey this morning. So you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.